Hello, Likith. Likith, right? Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah, Likith.
Likith.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So, how would you like to start the discussion? Do you?
So tell me about you, man. This is the first time we're speaking now.
Yeah, we're talking for the first time. I haven't really.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have met people from Twitter, but this is the first time discussing something with someone like
yeah.
this.
How did you come up with this podcast thing?
Yeah, me and
Like,
my
when did you get the idea?
yeah, this is very recent. A month or two while ago. Shit, man.
Hmm.
Let me 1 second. Let me just mute my notifications. Cool. A month or a while ago, me and my friends came up with this thing. Yeah, we watch a lot of movies, and we often just discuss them on the fly, and we don't really register it or try to actually put it somewhere. So we thought, "Achha, let's just start a podcast, and maybe this will be a good way to connect as well as a good thing to do once in a week because we often
Yeah,
consume a
yeah.
lot of films, so it's better to just do this thing." And me and Ritik and Arvind met in Mami's Critics Lab, right? So
Yeah,
so we go way back, so we know how things are with us. So we just started it. क्या है भाई चलो करते हैं.
yeah.
And then I
So where are
found
they
you.
today?
अरे अरे दोनों बिजी है यार पता है क्या
Ah,
because I was because we were supposed to discuss Beanpole also.
yeah.
um, but
Which movie?
Beanpole, have you seen
Hmm. No, I haven't film.
there's this beautiful film by a Russian filmmaker by the name of Kantemir Bigelow. It's a
Hmm.
sophomore film, so we were supposed to discuss that. Both are unavailable. And अच्छा हुआ तू आज we could make this happen.
Yeah. So why don't you start first?
Yeah, so let's just set up the film. ठीक है? Although this film looks like it's a teenage drama or a coming of age film or a self discovery, but it's very different from it, from the look of it or from what it appears to be. है ना? So let's just
Yeah,
start from the scene one. ठीक है? The opening scene is it's very direct, it's very in your face, and it's talking exactly how the film is gonna be narrative wise, and it's not actually trying to comment something. It's just showing sexuality
yeah,
as it is, right? These are
yeah,
two teenage boys, and the girlfriends are gonna go away on a trip, so they're just doing what teenagers do, right? And it's done in a very sort of beautiful manner, wherein it's not very titillating, but it's very sensual, and also it's very raw in the sense that you're not thrown away by the nudity or something.
yeah.
It's very
No
beautiful.
harsh editing either.
Yeah, but the way, and it's also shot a bit like a
In a
documentary.
documentary style, sort of a.
So it doesn't come
Yeah,
off because there's a lot of nudity in this film, and there's a lot of talk of sexuality, but it never throws you off or really makes you cringe. It's done very subtly, it's handled very sensually. It's really well done. So opening symptom it sets up the film very nicely. This is going to be about raw energies and ideas of two boys who might become men or might not, and we're going to talk because it's anyway it's just engaging to put two boys in a film and talk about sexuality. It's we don't need any more conflict of interest. We just want to follow the journey.
yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, like when I saw this movie for the first time, I fell in love with it. Like road trips are have become one of my
Favorite genres?
favorite genres actually.
Yeah.
So when I saw this, maybe it was 2 3 years ago for the first time, and I've recommended it to a lot of all of my friends actually, and they've all loved it. So
Dude,
so the
did
first impact.
did we actually
What?
did we say the title of the film? I don't think we have said the title of the film.
So
So
the
yeah, so
movie we're talking about is Vaitu Mama Tambe,
by the
and the English
Alfonso Cuarón.
translation is And Your Mother Too.
Hmm.
Huh?
Yeah, and this is by Alfonso Cuarón, the great genius.
Yeah. I thought this was his debut film for a long time.
Man,
So I think somebody had told me he got the job for Prisoner of Azkaban because he directed this film. People were impressed by this movie, and I always thought this was his debut. But the guy has made movies for 15 years ago. Like he
yeah,
started
yeah,
making movies 15 years prior.
yeah. This.
So
Hmm.
this movie it feels like a doc actually. Uh, so I read about how Alfonso Cuarón shot this movie. He didn't go for the traditional American way of shooting this movie. He shot it like in Mexican style. This is how they direct their soap operas and
Nay,
the way they.
I think we should not drift away because yeah, let's just talk about the opening scene. Because people can these are trivial facts. So
Yeah, the opening scene starts with those two with their girlfriends, right?
mhm.
Yeah. So the first time it's right at your face,
Hmm.
the opening scene, and again it goes slowly laterwards afterwards. What do you think?
Yeah, it's very apparent that which is going to follow two people, and that's it. There's a lot of raw energy, and there's a lot of kinetic energy
Yeah,
to the way scenes are framed as well as the edit is. So we don't even we don't even register what's going on before the actual road trip begins, and then we're just on the journey together with them. Okay, and
yeah,
it's it's very nuanced in the sense that there's a lot of things that are happening in the foreground. There are a lot of things that are happening in the background, right? It's a lot of information in the
yeah,
background, right? There's a talk about there are clearly two different Mexicos. There's a lot of income inequality. And these are very two
yeah.
even the mm, lead protagonist, both of them, Julio and Tenoch.
Both of them come from wealthy background. Yeah,
No. Tenoch is from a rich background, while Julio is from a middle class or somewhat lower middle class Mexico. Because the upbringing clearly shows, and he goes to his house to play games and not to do drugs. He's always in
yeah,
his car. So there's this friendship which is very organic, but the class difference is very apparent. We don't even have a
yeah,
like there's a lot of emphasis. I think there are more scenes in Tenoch's house than Julio's house, right? We see more of
yeah,
how Tenoch lives and what his family is and how the dynamics, the power dynamics, and the class and the gender, all that. So
yeah,
that's also set up very brilliantly in the very first 20 minutes.
yeah,
So I really love that because it sort of starts as something coming of age or a teenage drama, but in the background there are a lot of things happening. If you want to pick up, there's a lot of information being told by the background, right?
yeah.
What else?
Yeah, what else? Yeah, he's shown the rural Mexico really well in this film. It's a lot similar to India itself. I always thought it'll be different like Latin America, but this is New Mexico. Uh, no, this is Mexico, which is quite similar actually to rural India.
Mm-hmm.
And as we go, there are a lot of subplots actually with what's her name? I forgot her name. What's
Louisa,
the name of the girl? Yeah,
Louisa, this is the older woman.
yeah, Louisa and her husband.
Hmm. So we'll talk about that, right? After this opening
Yeah,
scene, and we kind of are aware now how what are the family dynamics and how the things are moving in both the lives of our protagonists. They are then thrown
yeah,
into a party which will lead them into a road trip, right? Onto a road trip. So there,
yeah,
these boys, they're not even actually serious about it. They're just throwing the idea at a woman who's just in a corner because they're bored of the event.
Mm.
That's another sneak peek or a bit of a time and space thing happening with the Mexico that their fathers want to cherish, and like this
Yeah,
Mexico wherein these boys are not that interested. They're
they
trying
want to
to,
explore it.
yeah, they're trying to discover their own thing, right? That's where they meet this older woman, Luisa, and they just
Yeah,
throw this idea at her, ki, yeah, we're going to a trip, and there's this paradise kind of island called, it's a mouth of heaven, right? Yeah, it's
yeah,
mouth of heaven, and that's it. They are, and then we get to what's happening with the woman. And we now this is again very funny. Yeah, she's actually, she also needs to discover herself, right?
yeah,
Because she somehow suddenly some her husband cheats on her, and now she, even though impulsively take, she joins these boys by the idea of revenge, but slowly she discovers, "Acha, this is about me finding myself too," and not
yeah,
also she's trying to teach these boys what manhood is and how things operate when you are an adult, how things will be, because these are all these times, like I don't think like people do take trips in their adolescence, right? but
yeah,
but this is special time in both of these lives. The protagonist,
yeah,
Tenoch and Julio, they, they are just on a whim, and there's a lot of kinetic energy, there's a lot
yeah.
of
They just
harmony.
want to have fun, but this lady, she was
So
living her own metropolitan life. Her boredom sets in for her, so she wants to go out on a trip. So that's how she starts the thing. But these two people, they're just having fun. They're just continuing the way they live,
yeah, it's
going
the
on a trip.
it's again very, even the reason she comes to the trip is not like, it's clearly she wants a revenge and she doesn't want to be with the guy who cheated on her, right?
Yeah,
So she joins them, and both of these guys are obsessed with sex. So
yeah,
for them, it's an offer to have sex, right? Maybe they'll have a
yeah,
chance at it down the road, because even this idea of trip was not something that they thought would come in. They just figure it
yeah,
out and they go to their friend who makes them joints, and they, then that guy tells them that there's an island, you should go to that, and they just pick it up, and it's all on the whim. It's on the fly. They just decide to go, and then actually the real
yeah,
film begins, right? Then it's a road movie now, right? From
yeah.
then, both.
Yeah, I also watched a short film by this guy. I forgot the name. It's a French title actually.
Huron,
So
Hurons.
so Alfonso,
Hmm.
yeah, Alfonso has a style of setting up a movie in one way, and it throws you off like right in the middle, like it completely takes a different turn. So first, this starts as a fun movie of two boys trying to explore their what trying to get laid.
Yeah,
That's how, and this movie becomes a little darker towards the end, don't you think?
I don't think it's dark, but it's make people like he's clearly interested in how these boys will grow up and how the worldview will change, right? They they have
Yeah,
to acknowledge the reality that is Mexico, and that's gonna
yeah,
come when they travel. When they then travel, they'll have to confront their own ideas about themselves as well as the world. So
yeah,
it's a discovery film per se. It doesn't really get dark. Because
yeah.
we always have this
It gets
narrative.
into a little darker themes. Like it starts with them looking for fun and stuff, and it takes a darker turn. What we find out about our cancer
No, yeah,
and stuff. That's why.
it's look, it doesn't take a dark turn. It just becomes more about life and the drama of it, because we always have this
Yeah,
narrative. Again, the tool of a narrator being a third
it
person.
gets more serious at the end, is what I'm saying.
Ha, a bit, but it also changes the whole uh, rhythm of the film in the end, because uh,
Yeah,
because hardly there's a foreshadowing of what happens in the climax. We'll go there, but hardly there's a foreshadowing of what happens in the climax. But before that, what you said, कि हाँ, मतलब Alfonso does this with narratives, कि he'll maybe try with some sort of a narrative that you used to, and they'll just completely take a different turn, and now it's all about his, like, he plays with form and narrative a lot, right? And in this film, the
Yeah.
whole form is serving the story. Like, the camera is serving the story. The way camera moves, the way camera decides what is being said. It's camera is actually just another character. It's very it's it just talks to you. It's beautifully done. How the
I think he used only handheld. I think he used only handheld camera in the movie without a tripod or anything.
yeah, of course, मतलब हाँ वो तो है ही, मतलब it's given. It's very
And yeah, he used a guerrilla filmmaking style, I guess.
no,
Everything's handled, everything's
but it's
messed.
also very visible, no? It's very visible. जैसे
Yeah,
तूने बोला ना, तू ट्रिविया बोला कि this was, and he came back from Hollywood to do this personal film which he had written 10 years ago and stuff. Of course, he wanted to leave
yeah.
all this learnings and film school stuff in his head and just do a film as raw, as personal as possible. That's why the film is really engaging and really pulls you in with all its ideas and feelings, because it's just a film. It's talking you as immediately as possible. There's no static frame. There's no a particular film grammar that's there. It's done
Hmm.
the way the characters are. The characters speak to you. The space and time is being at play with the character. That's it. You feel it, and that's how the movie is operating. So वो तो है ही, मतलब it's very visible. Emmanuel Lubezki, the way he operated the camera, that this was a clear decision to just go ahead with let's just shoot. Let's not have a choreography per se or something. No, no.
Yeah,
That's why every time there's a narrator who stops all the sound, and then he contextualizes this thing, what's happening and what's not. It's again a third person. Of course, it's a third person narrator, and it's very weird because usually we are used to a first person or second person, right? Because either of the characters will talk about themselves,
yeah,
so they are reflecting, and it becomes easy for you to understand because now they're actually commenting on themselves or trying to explain things to you. But this is very different. The narrator doesn't really explain it just contextualizes what's happening, and
yeah.
it's very beautiful. Like every time the narrator comes and contextualizes this, that's why जो तू बोला ना कि serious होता है, dramatic होता है, it's a very beautiful rhythm कि the narrator comes
Hmm.
and gives you something, and then again the kinetic or the old rhythm comes again. तो
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, it happens. And ठीक है, तो ये तो है. फिर what else, फिर what happens, फिर they begin the road trip, right? Hmm.
Yeah, they begin the road trip and they talk about these, what is that? Some American songs and stuff in the car.
हाँ तो हाँ वो तो हो गया, मतलब लेकिन what happens is now we are actually discovering what Mexico is, right? But
Yeah,
this is clearly again from the camera's point of view. This is not from character's point
yeah,
of view, right? Because
yeah,
the car moves, but we stay with the camera, right? The camera goes away
yeah,
and shows you what's happening around them, right? And then
yeah,
later on, the camera's POV becomes their POV in then, which is a beautiful transition. So we see
yeah,
there's fights on the road, right? There's again
yeah,
this wedding ceremony. There's a lot of poverty. So it's a socio-political comment which is not very in your face, or it's not very wordy, right?
yeah,
It's not a 100-word essay, but you just see it and you know what's happening because our
yeah,
characters are traveling, and slowly it seeps in, and they have to acknowledge, right? So धीरे धीरे ये हो रहा है, which is again very beautiful. Okay? Coming of age films picking up paces like this, like after 30-45 minutes, the characters start discovering themselves, and this kicks
yeah,
in just before they have to apna, they midway during the journey they go into a hotel, right?
yeah.
फिर it becomes very interesting. Now there's this gender thing at play, right?
Now there is a conflict between Julio and Tenoch. Now that starts.
Yeah, Julio and Tenoch are
Yeah,
going.
doesn't it?
Yeah. So what did you think about that?
So we know they are best friends. They're like homies from the beginning. Now their jealousy in between them, it starts to what unearth. So first, Tenoch actually, no, not Tenoch. Julio first.
No. You're
What?
right. You're right. Tenoch, yeah. Tenoch goes first.
Yeah, Tenoch goes first, and then they have a conversation later on about how they banged each other's girlfriends, and there's an unrest between them. So this lady, what was her name again? I forgot.
Louisa.
Yeah, Louisa. So she tries to equalize the matter by doing both of them later on.
Yeah, that scene is very. I think it's almost in the mid of the film. It's a very beautiful scene wherein they sort of have to acknowledge that they are friends because of the circumstances, and they have already fucked each other's girlfriends, and now when sex is being offered by Apna Louisa to them, it's a different ball game now. Now they're competing for her, right? So now they have to again confront if their friendship is what they thought it is, right?
Yeah.
Because now the truth starts seeping into the story, right? The characters start talking to themselves, and that's why when Louisa is on a path of discovery, she has let go of all her burdens, and she's just conquering her desires and moving on because she just wants something promising, and it seems like it is. So although it looks like on that these two boys are very spontaneous, but she is the most spontaneous among them, who's actually living life and who also has some thoughts about how things are. And that's why when first to Tenoch goes, and now it's a very beautiful frame. Julio sees them from the window, right? And then after a while, after they leave the hotel and they go ahead, it's very apparent there's a lot of tension in the car, so they start bickering, they start fighting. So she immediately knows that I have to do something, and it is her who decides कि अच्छा ठीक है, like let me do this for you and this will be settled. That's awesome, because what she does to Tenoch is very different, right? It's a very potent, sensual scene which is done very beautifully. You're very engaged. You looking at it from what's happening to Tenoch, because her approach to Tenoch in that scene is very, let me groom you, let me make you a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what happens with Julio is, we see again it's almost he's given up because he just wants to be with it, and now he wants a revenge because Tenoch got it. He also wants it, and then they fight. Then they fight now, because in the hotel they thought कि अच्छा ठीक है, we date each other's girlfriend, ठीक है, and we also got to have sex with Louisa, so now it's all over. But then everything now is in the open, right? They have crossed a few boundaries, and now they have to confront. Then there's the fight scene in the middle of the road. Where they actually just it's very apparent that these guys were not the best of friends that they thought they are, right? So they have, मतलब कैसा होता है, जैसे हमेशा कैसा होता है, almost
there's always some rivalry that doesn't get out of the box all the time, don't you think?
हाँ, लेकिन it's not about rivalry. मतलब two best friends are almost gay, मतलब there's a platonic love, right? तो जितना love है उतना hate भी है, तो all that hate comes out.
Yeah.
And now she can't bear it because she doesn't want to entertain them anymore. She just wants to leave. And then for her, they kind of make a peace pact, and then she gets back into the car. And now it's a dead of the night. Nobody knows. No, they both don't know where they're going. They clearly have
Yeah.
lost the path on the map. So they just look. This is again a beautiful suspension of disbelief that was done, and we immediately bought it because we were just following the journey, right? We just wanted them to go somewhere and discover
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
We want all three of them to just get to know themselves, and that's why when the car stops, then they don't know why the car stopped, and when it's the morning, they realize, oh shit, we are at the paradise.
Middle of nowhere.
Yeah, वो transition बहुत अच्छा था. I really love that stuff because even मतलब nobody, because this is what happens in अपना. There's a lot of magical realism at play in Danny Boyle's Slumdog Millionaire, right?
Yeah.
Everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, everything is very magically real. So, and in the whole film, everything is very raw and real, right? But this is a very beautiful cinematic liberty that Alfonso takes and just drops you in. So, so now this is a coming of age film, and there is actually a paradise or an island where they'll face with a different kind of people, and they'll have to think about survival, and they'll have to talk about things which are not in their world. So
Yeah.
ये जो confrontation है उनका space से और ये जो नया space है, it was again awesome क्योंकि it's clearly a very different section of society, and even those two people tell them that this island will be taken over by a real estate company, and the narrator then comes again and talks to us ki, what's going to happen is eventually these guys will leave this place and go to a city to find a job, but then they'll come again into this place and they'll be doing some kind of janitor or some kind of a job in this place. So it's a
Yeah.
vicious circle that these two guys are trapped. These two, the people
Yeah. Yeah.
who host all three of them. तो वो बहुत अच्छा था. The whole island thing and how everything was staged and framed, because all three of them are sort of at peace with each other, but all three of them are now thinking about themselves individually, right?
Yeah.
वो बहुत सही था. फिर what happened?
Yeah. Then they all got together and they had a couple of drinks
Yeah,
in the table.
now the penultimate scene of the film, right? Now because
Yeah, and I think that's the best scene of the film.
yeah, मतलब nobody. This is the beauty of the film. This is again a very good use of this suspension of disbelief. कि पहले तो magical realism से he just brought you into an island. So now we have already bought that. Now we'll buy the next truth that is going to come out, which is not expected. I think it is foreshadowed just in one scene before that, but it's also very not apparent. Okay, if you can see things in the background, then it's apparent, but then we don't really see that coming. It's shocking, but you can clearly see the way, because now Louisa has become free from her burdens, right? Now she's kind of zen. She's kind of zen. She's figured out how men are, right? This was also her. This was also
she has
her.
nothing to lose now. She's just trying to pass her time, the time which is remaining with her.
But this was also about her opinion of men and how, because a man had cheated on her, so she was also figuring out the man, how men work. No. She was very naive before this trip too, right? When they talk to her, she tells them, because I love the guy, I'm married to him, and we have a beautiful life. So her worldview was very sweet, innocent, and naive. But throughout the journey, she's discovered men and how the men are. Now she is actually leading them, right? Early on, because of them, she came, and they were just telling her how life is and how we operate, how we have fun, and you could join along. Now she is telling them, look, this is how manhood is, and these are the things. And now then the bar scene comes, and it's a must. It's a long scene wherein our characters settle, they talk, right? they drink, and there's a proper vibe, and slowly then the scene comes wherein she leaves the scene, right? It's again a very,
Yeah.
it's a long shot, right? It doesn't cut out.
Yeah. I think the whole movie is a long shot,
नहीं
a
नहीं
series of long shots, don't you think?
नहीं यार, नहीं, काफी cuts है फिल्म में, तो ऐसा नहीं है. There are a lot of cuts. Again, this, because we are in the energy, right? The vibe is, there's no edit because the vibe, we don't move away from the vibe. Then she walks out of the frame, and these two embrace each other, and then they kiss, and then they go into the room, and we follow them, and then they kiss, and then they make out, and it's clearly
Yeah.
in the morning. It's very apparent that they had sex with each other. So
Yeah.
and when there's no there's nothing vulgar about it, right? That's very beautiful. Then there's no also comment at it, right? There's nobody's commenting on it, or there's no gaze of the camera which makes you feel that this was wrong or something, or there's no judgment per se. The way it is framed and how it is edited, because there's a morning scene, we see two of them naked, both of them come out, and there's Louisa who's having a breakfast, and
Yeah.
within I think 2-3 shots, it is not even discussed. They just follow it up with their routine, and they have to now go back.
Yeah.
So हाँ, उसके बारे में बात करें. What did you think about this? How this was done in a way wherein you have to interpret it, and now you have to think it, because we're not dwelling on it. There's no judgment that we are passing, but this has happened. Two best friends. This has happened between two of them.
Yeah, like so once they leave the island, and we go to a year later where they meet in a coffee shop, right?
नहीं अरे यार, climax पे मत जाना. Talk about this scene only.
Then
this scene where
which scene?
This scene in the
where
bar,
they make out.
Where they make out, and then in the morning they come out. What did you think of this thing? Did you buy it? Did you not buy it?
I think they enjoyed the moment. I think those two enjoyed the moment while it was happening, and when they woke up, they were disgusted by it. So I think there's a little bit of homophobia in this, even though I think they wanted it, both of them. But in the morning, they snapped back to reality, and that's how it went, I guess. What do you think?
No, मेरे हिसाब से I don't think it is disgusting or anything, because or even this thing of they just had to embrace this fact that they really have an energy together. There's a bond that they have, and this bond had to culminate into something, right? Because everything was being about sex, right, in their lives previously, right? It's just fun sex. They had to now embrace this vibe in between them, right? The whole sexuality, because the film clearly talks about sex a lot. How different genders operate, right? What is it between teenagers, right? Because the initial scenes are very the way teenagers are. It's not dramatized. It's not choreographed. It is the way things are, the way things operate. It's very raw. It's very teenage. Then it's with a woman, how a woman actually handles it very, and then now it's these two guys. So this is sort of a crescendo of what their worldview would be about, right? Because uske pehle they didn't really embrace this or confront it, but now they have surrendered all their judgments about, because they constantly make fun of each other. They're constantly poking at each other's things, the way he dresses. होता है, बीच में झगड़ा भी होता है. They talk about each other, and they poke fun at each other's limits or shortcomings. But in this moment, they just won. So they have embraced all of that, and it's again, because this is a moment which will hardly last for a night, and in the morning they'll have to figure out what happened, and then it's very beautiful. We just cut after the breakfast, because we don't really see them talk about it, or even Louisa keeps on eating, and there's no discussion per se, or there's no judgment. That's why it's very, that's why there's no judgment, in the sense that even they don't have a clue of what happened. So it's very innocent, it's very naive, but it's also very beautiful in a sense that things just happen. Two people who really love each other can have this kind of relationship, and there's another woman who sort of found a new way of her life. And initially, when she came into these guys' life, she was very nervous about things, right? She always had something to say or something to do. Is she always wanted to make a choice, but now she's left it all, and
she's making a choice for herself now.
But even that is obvious. But now she's very free, right? We can see a freedom because after that she died of cancer, right? She dies of cancer. But we don't see her. Our interpretation of how her life would be is very happy, right? Her ending is a very happy ending, although she dies. But for us, she finally became free. She became the woman she wanted, right? She just moved away from all these men, and she found herself.
Initially we weren't told that she had cancer. Like we get to know that when Julia and Tenoch meet in a cafe later on. So then we get to know why she was acting like that, what made her behave the way she did. So everything happens first, and then we realize why that happened throughout this movie. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's why her freedom is earned, right? There's no plot. There's no plot in the film. Things are moving. We are following characters. So there's not. That's why it's difficult. क्यों cancer चाहिए नहीं बताना है. आखिरी में बता रहे because we're just letting you know how, the closure of the character. Okay? We're giving you some kind of closure. That's why her freedom is it's earned. She's figured out things. She fought for it, and she lived this whole trip, and now she's become her own person. So she discovered her individuality. One thing, right? In the whole film, now she discovered herself and is an individual, and now both of these guys have had to become an adult. It's very interesting. These were boys who had to embrace adulthood and sort of look at themselves in a mirror or something. They have to reflect upon the society they live in, or the way their life could be or should be, right? So this is a very beautiful contrast. This woman found her own individuality, and these two boys, and they become sort of men. Now then there's this scene in the end, which is very unexpected. You don't expect the same, because usually this doesn't happen in coming of age films or teen dramas. We are all given very happy endings or some sort of ending which we have a sense of closure about. But it's a very, and this scene is now like road trip khatam hua. Now we don't have the documentary style anymore. Now we don't have the handheld thing anymore. Now the grammar changes, right? It's a static shot. Okay, we wait while Tenoch enters, and then it's Julio and Tenoch in a diner, okay, having food, and they're gonna talk. In the moment, they hardly talk about things. It's very meaningless, the stuff they talk about. Right? So it's full of contrast shit. The way they were before, now it's after a year, right? After they meet after a year, right? So a lot has transpired within a year, and they have sort of become men because they talk meaningless stuff. There's no vibe that they had, or there's no instantaneous energy that they had. There's no kinetic rhythm that they had. And then we cut to the narrator, and then the narrator talks about things. They don't really meet, right? The narrator says they never
meet again.
So
they never met before, and they never meet again later. Right?
तो उसके बारे में क्या लगा? What do you think of this?
What do I think of that? Well, it isn't a happy ending to me. I mean, they have to grow up one day or the another, and they have taken their own paths. So one becomes a writer, I guess, and the other one, what did he become? I think Tenoch became a writer in the end.
And the other guy Julio had some sort of a job.
Yeah.
He gets
And
somewhere.
then they separate.
Yeah, this is we are told that this is the last time that they met, but I don't believe it. Kind of. Well, I have two opinions about ki. At first, I thought ki clearly they'll meet. Ki of course, yeah. मतलब, although it is kind of true that we lose a lot of friendship that we had in our early 20s or our teenage years, we lose a lot of good, मतलब, amazing friends. We don't talk because we have to move on with lives. There's an adulthood coming. You're making
Yeah.
different decisions, and we do lose a lot of good friends, and we don't really meet them. But कभी ना कभी तो मिलेंगे by coincidence.
Yeah.
And what happens after people turn 40 or 50, they kind of revisit the lives, that somehow they find some people, they reflect upon the lives. So मुझे लगता है maybe they met in one, if I think in this way, but I also, because like it's clear कि अभी तक तो sequel आया नहीं है, तो
Yeah.
so I
And we
doubt.
don't want a sequel for this.
Yeah, this is a good standalone film. So I don't think they met because the end is also very beautiful and very different, and it stands on its own feet, because the guys, two people in a coming of age film, will have to move on, and they have to, there's no fairy tale-ish, there's no promise of a happy ending or something. It's a very, because the whole film was about look, we are having fun, okay? There's a lot going on in the
Yeah.
foreground, but it's in the background, there's always the reality of it. There's a world that is there, okay? We are living in a world that there's a lot of commentary that's going on. So even the end feels like that, yes, everything might happen, but in reality it's
Yeah.
very less likely that these two people will ever meet. That's why it's also
Yeah.
beautiful. It doesn't really just completely throws you off कि अरे नहीं narrative ऐसा था लेकिन मैं ending अच्छी दे रहा हूँ. It's very in tone. It's a very in character with the way the narrative was, है ना? So that's
Yeah.
why I kind of want to
Yeah.
believe कि नहीं यार, मतलब नहीं, maybe they didn't really meet.
So what else you want to talk about?
I don't have anything much to talk about, but yeah. What else? What have you watched else of Quran, Alfonso Cuarón?
Yeah, I've seen Prisoner of Azkaban. I've seen Roma, and yeah, that's about it. I have to look at his filmography. Then
Acha.
this guy.
So what are you watching these days?
So I'm watching a lot of these feel-good movies lately. Like I've stopped watching art films like a
Yeah,
few months ago.
yeah, I read that.
So I'm going through this phase. Like I don't care anymore. Like, do I really want to be a filmmaker? Do you want to be a writer? I'm
Acha.
in this delusional place right now.
Oh,
So I
wow.
just graduated engineering now. So this is where I make or break sort of situation. Do I fully commit to films, or do I get a job in an IT company and get on? So do you get me?
I completely get you.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's also in between thoughts and in between decisions.
Yeah.
Although he's made a few short films and he's had a good eye in terms of cinema, and also I believe he'll be a tremendous filmmaker. But yeah, he's sort of in between, like you. Should I continue my job and pursue a career in engineering, or just leave it all behind and just follow it up with my passion, and I'll do all that is in my hands to become the filmmaker that I should be, or the best of what I could give to cinema. But slowly, I think you'll figure out. There'll be a clarity of thought, and you'll have a whole introspection thing that will come to you. ये जो है ना, this is a very beautiful phase that you're in.
Yeah.
Almost 4 6 months or a year, you'll sort of introspect a lot on your life, your decisions, right? And then you'll sort of figure
Yeah.
out, acha, this works for me, and maybe down the line after 10 years, if I see myself doing that, I'll be happy. So should I choose happiness and with it my dedication, right? Because also this is a big risk when it comes to arts, right? You don't know how
Hmm.
you'll end up. Then this is another thing called parents. You'll also have to convince parents, because there's a society that's always gonna poke at you. So yeah, there are a lot
Yeah.
of factors which will determine the ifs and buts of your decision. But I think, yeah, you'll get a clarity about it. I think you should just make a short film. Go and just make a.
Yeah. I'm gonna make one in October. Like I'm in the pre-production state right now.
Hmm.
So actually, I was supposed to make a short before Corona started, like before they announced the Janata curfew, right? I was almost ready. I found a producer and I was gonna make the film, and lockdown happened, and I didn't think about making a short film yet. I went back to watching movies and started reading books again. Didn't think about making a short. Now I have an idea for a short movie, and I'm trying to get it made.
क्या budget?
No budget as usual, like
हाँ,
no
तो
budget.
फिर इतना क्यों सोच रहा है? Just that's why I'm saying कि if you make 2-3 short films, no, you'll figure out what's your,
Yeah,
like, how your intuitions work, what's your visual language, and how do you operate when it comes to storytelling and all that. So
yeah,
you'll figure out this thing called cinema ki, acha, is this the real me, or what am I? Should I be a filmmaker? Should I be a screenwriter? So should I do this? Or do I have it or not? And should I work more on my craft? तो इतना सब
yeah,
सोचने से पहले जैसे बना दे, तू एक दो तो बना दे.
yeah, yeah. I think I'm more of a writer than a visual filmmaker. I think.
हाँ, तो वही ना कि when you do this, you'll figure out a
Hmm.
few very good things about yourself. जो तेरे को मतलब thought experiment में नहीं पता चलेगा, right? It's difficult to put things out
Yeah,
clearly when it's a thought experiment. When you're executing things, when you're taking decisions, you're very aware of who you are as a person, and later you can analyze what happened and what led to what. तो मतलब
yeah,
मेरा एडवाइस ऐसा है. Although I just think if you love cinema, छोड़ना सब. आजा,
yeah.
just leave everything.
So I've seen a couple of your shorts on your YouTube, Cat People's Republic, and I've seen a lot of your vlogs too.
Yeah, man.
So
Thank you.
so what step are you taking? What's the next step to get your foot into the industry? What are you trying to do?
So I've been pitching my films for 2 years now, and I work on different projects. Right, I've always been with different people, so there's this freelance thing going on. But with that, I
Hmm.
simultaneously pitch my screenplays, and nothing has happened yet. Like substantial, there's nothing moved on behind the meeting. Okay. So of course it's a long journey, man. I don't know when I'll get the funding to make my debut film, or at least get my screenplay sold, right?
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
different.
We're still young. We have time. Like till then, let's uh, hone our
Then,
skills. Till then.
of course, when the opportunity arises, you should be as good you can be. This is that's why just practice your craft. Just become better at it. Baki, yeah,
Yeah,
this YouTube thing. I just wanted to express my stuff. Right. I was observing a lot of things around me, and I wanted to experiment with the edit and the sound and how people behave. Right. I wanted to do a lot of these things. So, and I was just moving with my camera a lot. So I have a lot of.
yeah,
I had a lot of footage, and I wanted to experiment with that stuff. So then I thought, yeah, let's do this vlog thing, because even my vlogs are very, मतलब, पता नहीं, there's something else that I'm trying to explore. I still haven't found the language that I should express in. But it's beautiful how the sound works, and how different images work, and how different frames work, and what people like, what people
yeah,
don't like, and how you interpret something and it becomes something else for you, and capturing something very raw, and then uh, interpolating it with something very very different. मतलब भाई कि surrealism, allegory, you can play with all these things. So yeah, this YouTube thing is like a hobby. Yeah, ठीक है, let's have fun.
yeah,
This is a good fun thing that I do.
yeah. Me too. I should start. I'm like a really big procrastinator. I don't know what I'm waiting for actually to make this movie. So I have a friend who's gonna be my cameraman. So he's gonna be ready in October. He's busy
Hmm.
till then. So I'm trying to what storyboard this before that time.
Acha.
So when you shot your Cat People's Republic thing, did you
No,
storyboard everything, or it just happened on the spot?
no, I didn't want to do storyboard it because I was shooting it with my iPhone. Okay.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see how handheld footage would work with iPhone, right? And I got the locations which were very comfortable with the way I wanted to tell the story. So I thought, let's keep all it on. I don't also I had a budget of 5.5K. Okay, I didn't want to spend much more than that. That's why I did my own
Yeah.
camera because I wanted to figure out how I would do stuff with the camera. And before that, I had done two amateur films. Okay, both are not on YouTube. Okay, there's a documentary film which I had done in 2017, short film. I think, पता नहीं. I think that's my first video itself. So उसके पहले I had done this, and although
Yeah.
I have shot this handle, दो दो तीन हफ्ता रिहर्सल किए थे हमने CPR के लिए, right? And
Huh.
and after that I did two films in the pandemic. Okay, this year. Which are very spontaneous and there was no rehearsal. I didn't even give the script to people. Again, I did my own
Hmm.
camera because I want to figure out how everything works with the frame. And I shot this film very differently. There's a single setting thing happening with one of the film. The another film is very static in its way. So, this is very interesting how you figure out your language
Hmm.
and how you direct people, right? How to be like comfortable with different kind of people. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's beautiful how things work, and you have to figure out this is how you should be as a director. This is how you
Hmm.
do stuff. This is how you make things happen. But CPR was a phenomenal experience, man. Some people really like it, although some people don't understand it. But some people really like it because it's just something which came suddenly to me. It was a
Yeah.
lot. I wrote it. I think 2 or 3 nights, and just I had my theater friends, and I went ahead and just did it with them. I was working with
Yeah.
few of them. Yeah. बाकी ठीक है यार बाकी things are looking good. I'm getting back to Bombay. I have my second. I had just had my second dose done vaccination. I think
Yeah.
I'll be going in a month. I think I'll be back in Bombay in a
You
month.
live in Bombay.
Yeah, I was living in Bombay till last March and sorry, April, and I then again moved back in March for a gig, but again this March. So I came back this March,
Yeah.
but again after a month because the second wave was very scary, I had to
Hmm.
come back again. But I'm done working from home stuff. Yeah, I have to get back. Okay, this seems like the new normal, man. This won't go away for
Yeah.
3-4 years. So let's fuck it. Let's go. बॉम्बे में है अक्टूबर से. You live in Hyderabad, right?
Yeah.
Hyderabad, right?
Bangalore.
Dude,
Bangalore. Bangalore.
wow. I thought you were either in Chennai or Hyderabad. I don't remember you tweeting about Bangalore, man.
Yeah, I do live in Bangalore. So here, the film industry isn't as popular as the ones in Tamil, Telugu,
Yeah, dude.
and Malayalam.
Kannada film industry needs to do something
Have you
about it.
seen any Kannada films?
I've seen a few in film festivals. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't recall them, but yeah, because I have a friend in Bangalore who is an
Hmm.
avid lover of Kannada films. So he
Yeah.
always used to tell me what's happening, what's not happening, and also I watch a lot of regional cinema, right? Malayalam,
Yeah.
Bengali, Tamil, Gujarati. So yeah, I nothing really popped out from Kannada film industry, right? Kannada film. It's Kannada or Kannada?
Kannada.
Sorry.
Kannada.
From Kannada, nothing really popped out. So I really haven't seen a proper Kannada film which has stayed with me. So maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't have any idea of what's actually happening and what's the vibe there and why things are not moving as efficiently as the Malayalam film industry is doing things or Tamil industry is doing. The indie culture doesn't seem as just
Yeah,
go.
like the industry has been on a downslide for the past 10 years, I think.
Hmm.
A lot of like all the big stars are the same. The new batch hasn't popped up in the past 20 years. That's one big thing, and there's a lot of nepotism, and they usually do remakes in Kannada from Tamil and Telugu. So because of that, they don't support new talent in our
But,
industry. That's why I think
but that's
you haven't
everywhere.
heard a lot of.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
everywhere. But then I don't see different, like almost there's a parallel Hindi cinema, there's a parallel Malayalam cinema, there's a parallel Tamil cinema. The indie culture is growing, right? We almost have 2, 3 films every year from every industry which make you watch them. They're very
Yeah,
engaging
yeah.
and compelling. They're very original in their themes and the way they're dealing with everything. So nothing sort of that has happened from Kannada. So that's
Yeah,
what
I can name a few filmmakers and a few films
भेजो
too that
मेरे
I
को
think you should watch.
या मेरे को टेक्स्ट कर देना है
Yeah,
ना
yeah, yeah.
बाकी when are you coming to Bombay?
Coming to Bombay, I don't know. I never thought of coming to Bombay yet, but
Have
so
you,
I came up with this idea of writing my screenplays in English first. You know,
it's always better because if you want to submit it in competitions or contests or even for a
hmm,
feedback, it's better in English, right? That's the standard language
yeah.
that hmm. Later you can
Like if
do.
I write this screenplay in English, I can pitch it to Kannada producers and Hindi producers, whoever will listen. So
Yeah, just finish, man, and just don't talk about your first 5 screenplays to anyone. Just finish
hmm,
them. Finish them. Finish your screenplays, man.
yeah.
बाकी
So you're gonna move to Mumbai permanently.
हाँ
So
ना
are you
हम्म बोल बोल
like do you have a day job or anything, or are you doing this full time?
नहीं it's full time man. Yeah, I was with a
Yeah.
company for quite a while before pandemic. I
Hmm.
left that company for a new job, and
Hmm.
then of course pandemic happened and production houses were shut down and everything was just there was nothing happening in Bombay for 8 to 10 months. So I had to
Yeah.
come back and do all. Yeah, I did some freelance gigs, editing and stuff, which I'm not very proud of. But yeah, for Kalli affair. Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
I'll soon get back to Bombay and yeah, get back to action. बाकी you look
Yeah.
good,
That's
man.
cool, man.
Yeah, मजा आया तेरे से बात करके. I didn't expect
Yeah.
because लिखित was someone very of course Twitter पे किसको पता चलता है who's who. So now you're
Yeah.
very chill and you're because I don't know. I felt really good talking to you. Now I feel like I know you.
Yeah. So we should do this again. So it's
Yeah,
this
man.
time it was just the two of us. I got a little shy speaking with just one person. So if there was a couple more people, I would have been more
Sure, sure.
vocal.
अगले बार I'll just click you in. अभी तो
Yeah.
this is like you're the first guest on my podcast, man. So thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thanks. So what is this? Is this an episode of Mommy Issues or this
Yeah,
different?
yeah. This will continue, man. Everything that's happening in film or cinemas and or every film we discuss will just go on. Uh, I'll be doing this in Bombay also because it's a great way to stay connected with your friends because you do talk about what's going on and stuff, and all your filmmaker friends can just think for things and just help you with your things and also talk about cinema. So it's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully this continues, man. There's no plan as such, but let's see.
Yeah.
So yeah, then.
So let's. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
I'll see you then.
I'll
And I'm gonna text you those movies.
yeah, please do. I'll let you
Okay
know.
then.
Yeah, man. Bye bye.
See ya.
See ya.